CTV News Senior political correspondent Mike Le Couteur is following the Conservative Party. This morning, they are trying to rally support in the upcoming federal election in Ontario. He's joining us from Vaughan. Mike, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing, Anne-Marie?
I'm doing well. First of all, where are you and what's on today's agenda for the Conservatives?
Yeah, our location really is one of those clues as to what Pierre Poilievre is going to be talking about today. We're in Vaughan, Ontario, just north of Toronto, where he is expected to make a housing announcement. Housing being one of those key pieces to this campaign. We know that affordability and pocketbook issues are those central issues in this campaign. So Pierre Poilievre is going to be announcing that he, if elected, will cut the GST on homes, new home builds, up to $1.3 million. And of course, that is a alteration of a policy they announced back in October. They did have the same type of policy, but on new home builds up to $1 million. So this is what they believe will spark building, help people get into homes, and they think that it could save an average family about $3,000 a year in mortgage payments.
Yeah, this is a huge announcement. Of course, you're going to get a chance to watch it live a little bit later this morning. We do know that Mr. Poilievre is kicking off the Conservatives campaign in Ontario, specifically in and around the GTA. We know there's some key battlegrounds there. Where are they targeting specifically, and what's their strategy?
Yeah, I think it's interesting where they're going. So far, they've gone to a lot of Liberal ridings. I mean, yesterday in Brampton and then Mississauga. That is essentially a Liberal red wall that is built on the western side of Toronto, and trying to really pick at that and try to break through it, because you know the 905, Anne-Marie, is so vote rich in and around southern Ontario. And of course, for people who are not from the area, the 905 is the area code that refers to that area right around the GTA. So key in terms of trying to get votes and trying to get seats, because it is so vote rich. And that's why you're expecting to see Pierre Poilievre to be here today. He's expected to be in Hamilton a little later on for a rally as well. Very key battlegrounds as they continue to try and get more seats than the Liberals, and really go after some of those votes that the NDP may have as well. We know Hamilton is very big in terms of Uniontown, and that is something that they are trying to do as well. That Pierre Poilievre trying to present himself as the party of workers as well.
Yeah, we've been watching him do that for the last year or so, and in particular in his messaging since this campaign has started. You brought up the Liberals, and I'm glad that you did. Yesterday, both the Conservatives and the Liberals introduced this tax cut. The Liberals saying, look, in order for Mr. Poilievre to pay for that, he's going to have to cut key services. What has been the Conservative response?
Yeah, they have said that, look, that there is a lot of government waste right now in terms of some different programs, but also in terms of contracting. He did say, Pierre Poilievre did, that he would cut some foreign aid, saying that a lot of money is going to waste and not to programs that are actually helping. So he is going to try and present a slimmer government, and a government that is spending on things that are key for Canadians. That is his response to it in terms of that tax cut, and saying that he will be able to do it in a fiscally responsible way, and that is something that he's trying to present to Canadians as he goes forward, saying that, look, what the Liberals are presenting right now is similar to what was under Justin Trudeau, trying to hammer home that message that this is not so much a different party on the other side in the Liberals, saying that you're going to be looking at a fourth consecutive mandate for the Liberals. That is the message they're trying to hammer home, saying that it doesn't matter who is the new leader, that they're saying it's the same old Liberals right now.
Mike, really quickly, you are following the Conservatives throughout this campaign, so our viewers are going to become very familiar with you. If they haven't watched your show or haven't seen you in all our political coverage, they're going to see you here. But the Conservative Party, we know, is not allowing journalists to travel with them. They are the only party that has made this decision. They've said that it's a cost decision for them. Can you let us know, and our CTV viewers know, how this affects your coverage? How are you going to cover their campaign?
Yeah, first of all, it's not a cost to them, it's a cost to us. So all networks pay to be on those planes, and we pay for our own seats on the buses, pay for our own hotels as well. So it's at no cost to the Conservatives to have journalists with them or not. This does keep us at a bit of a distance. Now, there's a good thing and a bad thing about it. The good thing is that we can get into communities and talk to people a lot more freely, because we don't have to go with the pace of their bus and continue to follow their leader around. The bad thing is that we're not able to follow him around wherever he goes. So in some cases, like last night, we understand he was doing some door knocking with a candidate. We weren't able to go there because the party did not tell us where he was going to be. The other thing to note, Anne-Marie, is at the press conferences, usually with all other parties, journalists line up at the microphone and there's a time limit that we have for the number of questions. With the Conservatives, they get to choose. They decide who gets a question based on who shows up. And yesterday, we only got 4 questions at our press conference. So that is something that journalists continue to press the Conservative Party on, making sure that we get more questions and that they don't decide who gets to ask them.
And ultimately, that voters get the answers that they need to make an informed decision. Mike Le Couteur, CTV News Senior Political Correspondent in Vaughan, Ontario, following the Conservatives this morning. Thank you.
Thanks, Anne-Marie.
If you like that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.